Hello and welcome to the morning meeting. My name is Jimmy. His name is Matt, and this is Morning Meeting. Building Jomboy Media. Haven't done a proper episode. I know Courtney did one. We posted behind the scenes in a while, so thanks for hanging with us. The busy time. We're back. We got some topics to cover. Still in the busy times. How are you doing?
We are in the busy times. I'm good. Dressed in all black today for obvious reasons.
Wow.
But otherwise good. Yeah, it's been a minute. I realized that since Fanatics Fest has ended, we've done 2 normal episodes together, which is funny. But yes, like you said, appreciate everybody hanging in. This is, kind of the channel where everything else can land. So not always a podcast, but the behind the scenes video was a lot of fun. And then Courtney Epps, we had Rebecca on. That's fun as well.
Oh, so, yeah. People did like that. Yeah. This schedule is brutal. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's fun. I mean, well, if the Yanks were winning more, it'd be fun. The DS was fun. The results of like the stream, like the business side of things is fun. But I can't stand this. Waking up, going to bed at 4 a.m., waking up at noon. I just feel, even though I'm working the same amount of hours, I just feel so unproductive and like gross, and like all my like restraint to eating gross has gone out the window.
Sure.
So I'm excited for when this ends.
Yeah. Does it remind you of like Bronx-ish or even before that, I guess?
No, it's fun. It's fun vibes. Like, yeah, the first couple days of the World Series, of the playoffs, when I just hung out there while like Jake and Jolly were streaming, and it was like a small crew just hanging out at night. Yeah, that was more that vibe and feeling. Yeah. But man, humans are a creature of routine. I liked my routine. I'm so excited to get into postseason routine. I bet Katie is as well, where it's like a proper, I would say 9 to 5, but it's not 9 to 5. It's like 8 to 6.
Yeah.
But it's every day.
Yeah. Postseason, there are 2 words compared to MLB postseason. Yeah.
Off season for us. Yeah. Where I have like a normal schedule. I don't have to work every Sunday. I don't have to like do stuff on Saturdays. So I have my 2 days free.
Yep.
I'm excited. I love the baseball season. I absolutely love it. But just like I like East Coast seasons, I like change. So I'm excited. This has been a very fun stretch, but let's I don't know, make like the most magical comeback ever.
Yeah.
And if they lose tonight or they win tonight, just to lose tomorrow when we're at the game, and then we have to come in late to do the podcast afterwards. Come on now.
I know. Yeah, I mean, when they lost their game to the Royals, I told you in the office, I said, this is just the AL. It's going to get swept by the NL in 4. So I would rather them just lose in 4 than 5 so that I could be right, selfishly.
It does. Yeah, it's interesting. Swept is like really embarrassing. But, I mean, tonight's a bullpen game for the Dodgers. So if they win, it's cool. Hopefully it turns into something bigger and
sure,
it's a path to an amazing story. Probably not. But, yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about Yanks, so let's hop over there. Did a very high level. 10 of the 12 most viewed Talkin Yanks streams have come in the last 9 days, which obviously all of these things make sense, but saying that out loud is pretty crazy. The fact that you did 10 streams in 9 days, it's more than that because of the pregame shows.
Pregame shows, postgame shows.
Well, the postgame shows are accounting towards a number of those 10. It's like half postgame, half watch party. None of the pregame shows.
How often have Jake and I been on air in the last 10 days?
Pregame shows like half hour.
Yeah.
These streams go like 3.5 hours at least. And then postgame is like half hour, right?
Yeah. So 4.5 hours of Talkin Yanks.
Yep.
And then still doing all the other shit we're doing.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, like high level, that's so cool. You tweeted last night, our misery stream's the new fad. Tonight's stream already has 188K views. That's past 200 at this point.
How do you do rhetoric questions in Twitter? Like, is there like, people do like hashtag ask for sarcasm?
Yeah, sure.
Is there like a font I could have done? Because all the responses were like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a company. And when I tweet out the stuff that we actually have people watching, one, I'm proud of it. So I should learn to be proud, like share my pride. Two, helps sales out. It's good for the sponsors. And show off a little bit because it is very impressive. Like the fact we held 10,000 people for 2 hours and 40 minutes blows me away.
Yeah, it was longer than the full stream was longer than that, which is crazy.
Yeah, but once we got to 10K,
yeah, it didn't
we
drop.
held 10K last night the entire time.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it was just like, I know misery loves company and misery loves mockery. So it's just people like, but I understand why those go big. It was a bit of a rhetoric question. Like if my voice was there for that tweet, it would have been, well, how did I tweet it?
Are misery streams the new fad?
Yeah. Maybe I said, wow, are misery streams the new fad?
How has streaming with the kid Miro been?
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
He just saw a bunch of clips, and him and Joe's have a relationship from the before. And I think he just messaged Joe's, and he was like, yo, it was cracking me up. Like, he was like one of the videos, like, I've watched this bunch. Pull up a fourth recliner and let me come through. I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I like Miro, and he's got a huge audience, and I want to be able to do collabs when they make sense. Didn't know how perfectly he would fit into like the zany and dumb vibe and like eating gummies and all that shit and rotating chairs. So I told Joe, I was like, yeah, have him come through because I think the odds are he will, and our audience will enjoy it. But I'm a little protective of our audience in that sense of like, it's not open for anyone because some people will really kill and not add to the vibe. So after that game, I was like, dude, come back whenever you want. I think he added to the vibe. It was fun. It was the same energy. But I think, there's people in there that want to hear diehard Yankees fans talk and be miserable. And that's like the mood. So like we've done it before where it was someone who doesn't have skin in the game. And that's just like an odd juxtaposition where like now we kind of look stupid because in reality you are being like vast different levels of emotions. But I thought he was great. So then he came back for a World Series Game 1. It was fun. Some of those clips are going crazy. Like the clips with him went crazy. The one clip has 10 million views on Instagram alone.
Yeah, it's really nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and all the sponsors lined up perfectly, which was particularly insane for that one clip. Miro got me pretty good during the Guardians one. He said Josh Naylor looks like a gas station attendant in central New Jersey or something like that. It's pretty funny.
He said Jose Ramirez looks like a Dominican groundhog or Dominican prairie dog.
Yeah, he's funny, which obviously makes sense.
Yeah. No, that was fun. I think he said Dominican prairie dog. I forget. It was funny, though.
Yeah. Can you speak through we haven't spoken since September 25th on this channel. So can you just talk through, I feel like a lot of it feels so obvious or we're numb to it, but like start of the postseason, we were like, oh shit, these numbers are really cool. Like awesome. The new strategy of let's make it team specific, stuff like that. Can you just speak to that high level, how this postseason has gone for Jomboy Media?
Good. Yeah, it's it's a grind. So there's some departments that are still just like 9 to 5, I think. But then there's the socials and the merch and certain creators and producers that are like in this. It's a lot. So it's a real big grind. But basically, Mets and Yankees in a deep postseason run is once every 3 decade situation. And we're set up to tackle that perfectly. Like that's what, if we missed it, I was having a conversation with Patrick about shirts because the merch store has been going like nuts. And I'm like, it's really good. It would be bad if it wasn't.
Sure.
Like that is part of, this is the business side of things, not the fan side of things, but part of executing on these instances, like there's uncontrollable circumstances that will factor into our business. Last year, and Major League Baseball, last year when the Diamondbacks and the Rangers were in, and it was the least watched World Series in 40 years. Is what they said? I think 40 years, least watched World Series in 40 years, last year's World Series. We, did our best, but it was like, oh shit, Q4 is way down. What can you do? But when you get this opportunity, you have to tackle it successfully. So you have to be set up to tackle it as best we can. Like, we brought Jolly into the fold so long ago because we were like, no one's ever going to buy Mets shirts from us. We're known as Yankees. We need some Mets content. We need to represent both parts of the city. We like Jolly's videos. We like Jolly. He's local. He can like grow with us, become all of that. But one of the things was like, we have no avenue to sell Mets stuff because we don't have someone that's a face of it. And that didn't happen for like a long time because just like the Mets didn't have a big enough run moments. This year, having Jolly, we tackled the Mets postseason run from a business standpoint, like, and credit to Jolly and credit to the merch team and all the infrastructure we've built. Because I think we sold way more Mets stuff than Yankee stuff, like in a landslide.
You just stole the next sentence out of my mouth because I agree.
Yeah. And then with the Yankees, obviously a World Series boosts the numbers. But imagine if it didn't. Like, imagine if we just were ho-hum. We're not going to do anything extra. We're not going to, and just ride out what we've been doing. It's like, so I'm happy that we tackled this, but it is a big opportunity. I also did, I know you have this on like radio tours and like marketing. So I've been busy, but yeah, that's how Jake and I have always talked about the business. And like when we went on Hosmer and Moreland's show, talked about that as well. It's like, you just got to be set up to tackle these lucky opportunities when they come.
What was going on their show like?
That was cool. It was during Fanatics Fest, so that was in August.
Yep.
My voice was super scratchy. We were like a little tired because those were long ass days as well. And I had no idea what the convo was going to be. Like, I didn't know if it was going to be about current baseball convo. I didn't think it was going to be about us, but I guess that's what the show is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It was cool.
People. Yeah.
I liked how it came out.
Yeah. What is their setup like?
Well, that was a temporary like production setup in a hotel studio. When we do our offsite meetings, it was like one of those, and then they had chairs in a circle with all the studio lights. Tons of production. It's a big production.
Yeah.
It's like 10 to 15 people there.
Yeah.
I think they did 3 days of interviews in that spot.
I think so too.
Saw the numbers on that. We're doing well.
Yeah, it did do well. If you haven't listened, go check out Hosmer's show with Pete.
Sometimes I still don't think we carry weight like that. I don't know why. It's just like, I don't know. It's not imposter syndrome, but it's just, I don't know. When we create content, and I tell people when you create content ideas, number one rule, no one gives a fuck about us.
Yeah.
So to see, and like the sales team has to do the opposite. So to see where we do have like pull or push, like we can go bring our audience. Did you see the T-Mobile short numbers? Have you seen those?
No.
So I did at the All-Star game, I did the T-Mobile trivia short thing.
Okay.
And like they've had a bunch of celebrities on.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
To do that. Like they had Rob Gronkowski do it. And he got 1.4 thousand views. And they had Lainey Wilson, and she got 1.1 thousand views. And they had Mr. Beast in a short. He got like 5,000. 5.8 thousand for Mr. Beast on these T-Mobile like trivia shorts they've been doing. And then mine from the All-Star game, 147,000.
I mean,
that's crazy. I think it's probably like a little easier for SEO to know where to send that.
Sure. But still, like sales showed me that. Like, have you seen? I was like, oh, that's crazy. It is. That's awesome. Can you went on Rich Eisen?
Yes.
There's a little podcast, breaking news to those listening on October 30th. Tomorrow, October 31st, Rob Lowe's podcast, literally.
Oh, that comes out tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow as for the people watching tomorrow. So 2 days for us.
Halloween it comes out?
Yep.
Nice.
How was that?
Cool. We met Rob. He came on Talking Baseball a while ago. We met him at the 2020 World Series. And I listened to some episodes of his show before, and it's just a conversation. Like, he doesn't do an intro, which I want to not do. I hate doing intros. Okay. We're sitting here with, I just want to talk. Mm-hmm. And I like how he does that. So it was very deep baseball. I'm interested. His podcast has like 12,000 reviews on Apple Podcasts and then a ton on Spotify as well. So that's crazy to me.
Yeah. Cool.
I did 20 radio shows.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of 10, 15-minute meetings all spread over your calendar.
Yeah. So we did a radio tour, which was... We have a PR agency that we hire to do at times like this for pushes, and it's to promote Blitzball Battle 5. So the way that it works is they'll book a radio tour, and 80% of the conversation is about the World Series or whatever they want to ask me, and then 20 is any like late night show, like what are you here to promote? And then I get to do the Blitzball Battle 5 read, but I think. Let's see if I can name them all. I went on the Chris and Amy show. I wish I had the printout because it was like Seattle, Kevin Callum. There was one in Minneapolis, Dodgers Blue Dream. That was like a documentary. Rich Eisen, Long Island News Radio, Rob Lowe's podcast, Chuck and Buck in Seattle, the morning show sports segment. I think that was Baltimore. Tom Bernard show. I think that was Arizona. Bickley and Murata. I think that was Minneapolis. I forget. Shine on Sports. That's New Jersey. Fox Sports, New Jersey. Petros and I went on theirs there in LA. I did that after the Astros scandal as well. And that was Thursday and Friday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then Monday I did 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, crazy.
I actually enjoyed those. I'll do them more, especially if, we're promoting stuff. But we are trying to promote Blitzball Battle 5. Actually, I wanted to repeat this to the people that watch this show, and then I want Ryan Cohen to clip in, put it on all my Instagrams, and just say, I'm going to give everyone another warning. I hope you are annoyed by how much me and our team promote Blitzball Battle 5 and warehouse games. That's my goal, is to promote it to the point of annoyance, which is what any big marketing push does. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check it out. If you're not going to check it out, you can skip. But all our podcasts will open with intros for the pregame shows promoting the upcoming game. We have a lot of fun stuff planned on Twitter. We are putting there's going to be posters all around New York City. The van is wrapped, and we're going to be driving that around. If you see any of that in public, tweet it out to us or share it on your story and tag us and let us know you saw it. But yeah, we're doing a big marketing push for Blitzball Battle 5. It's the last tournament of the season for warehouse games. We are sometimes not great at marketing outside of our audience. So we're doing a ton of stuff as an effort to push it in a different way, change it up, and try new things, which I'm excited about in general. So yeah, this is a warning. My plan, and I've told the entire company and the marketing department, the team we built, my goal is that we annoy the hell out of people with promotion for Blitzball Battle 5 and the warehouse games.
Done.
If I don't see complaints, shut up. We know. Didn't do our job.
You also went on Foul Territory recently. So, I mean, between that and Digging Deep, I feel like we could count 18 different things you've been on recently that are all coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Foul Territory, you had said that if the Yankees don't make a postseason run out in the DS or swept in the CS, that Boone might be in for a tough convo by the end of the season.
Yeah, but they made it to the World Series. I think what they might do is he's got an extension on his contract. So they might just extend that he's got one more year. I would have changed the lineup. I don't think that's enough to move on from. Judge also has to perform, and all the guys at the bottom of the lineup have to perform.
Yeah.
What's Mookie hitting this year? I'll look it up. Because remember, Mookie was horrible in the postseason last year? Like 0 for?
I don't remember that, but go on.
I think Mookie in the postseason last year was like an embarrassing number.
Okay.
And I think he went into the offseason and then came into spring training like, that's on my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I need to fix that. So maybe that's the spin, is that Mookie this postseason has a 976 OPS with a 582 slug and a 291. He's got a 291 batting average, 394 on base, 582 slug in the postseason. That's really good. And let me see if I can do 23 postseason. Mookie Betts went 0 for 11 with one walk.
Okay.
And I remember he said he went into spring training and that was on his mind. So maybe that's what Judge can do. 2016 Judge came into the league. It was horrible. And he wrote that slash line in his iPhone notes and said, never again. So maybe this is the moment. Who knows?
Need it. Switching gears back to internal. Since last time we spoke, past 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, that's a cool number. It's always fun when people reach out and do like the comments of like, I've been following here and like celebrate with us. Because, for me, I have a little bit of like more competitive energy or like, what the fuck? Like I wanted to be here so much faster. Finally, let's do it. But it is really cool, especially when people comment. Like we put the video out of when it happened and the comments are very nice and like it puts you in a reflective state, which is cool.
Yeah. No, it was really fun. Getting the whole office to be able to watch at once was really nice. Courage was here. He was the good luck charm. Yeah. It was really good all around and awesome. What are we at now? 2.05.
I haven't done a lot on the channel. I mean, I've done like a couple big ones for the postseason, but as far as subscriber growing things, I haven't had the time, which is bumming me out. Shorts and stuff like that. But there was the Machado throws a ball at the Dodgers one. That was 13 minutes. That was really 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. And the Pete Alonso one, didn't that do really well?
Yep. 600.
Yeah. That was cool.
Cool. Before we jump into questions, and if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. We will answer them for our next episode. But exciting stuff. Are you going to the warehouse on Thursday to get a little slapball practice in? Because for those that don't know out there, which should be a majority of people, slapball is the next thing we're filming in the warehouse.
I don't know. I mean, if they lose tonight, if the Yankees lose tonight, then absolutely. Because if they win, we have tickets Wednesday night, and then that's a long night. Like I woke up at noon today, and it's Halloween, so I'm gonna want to be with James and Claire from like when they get back to school till dark. So the window for me to go to the warehouse is like 9 a.m. to 1.
Yeah.
So I think that's dependent on. I really want to go because I haven't played slapball, and I want to get back into it because we're filming it in 2 weeks.
Yes.
New Captain's League, which we won't spoil. We do have to set up some like of the storytelling scenes for that. For the new Captain's League, who the new captain is, the voting process, all that shit.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, I'm excited. Slapball's a fun one for everybody. Should be good.
Bad memories for you though.
I don't remember. Just kidding. I do. All right, let's jump into some questions. There's some fun ones. Starting off, more business related, not so fun. Well,
okay.
Whatever. Jesse asked, I've always wondered if and how many bloopers after the add-on Weekly Dumb affect the stats. I personally wait for them every episode, but I'm not sure everyone does. Well, Jesse, we have changed the format of Weekly Dumb. So, Jimmy, can you speak to that discussion we had? And, I mean, so far, it's not like drastically different results, but there were 3 eps right after that change that performed decently well. Yeah.
We had a meeting to just talk about Weekly Dumb. Something we have been like bad at. Like we've been doing the show for 3 years. We've never sat down and really been like, do we want to keep doing it? Is this the best way to do it? It's such a lift for Zach The big edit. Are we getting the results we want? What can we change? And we came up with, because there's a structure to how I do Jimmy's 3 things that has been very successful to skin that show multiple ways. And we weren't really building Weekly Dumb with that in mind. Now, granted, the last couple episodes, like what we filmed yesterday, we're in such a fucking splendor of schedule, so it's been hard. But yeah, so we changed some of the format. Like, let's get into it. Let's get into a topic right away, and not do like the whole intro. Let's put the ad in the middle, because what happens is if you put the ad at the end, people just leave. So like Jesse's question, like not a lot of people skipped or came back. But in Things You Missed and Jimmy's 3 Things, or Jimmy's 3 Things, we don't do the ads, but in Things You Missed, I put the ad in the middle. And you can see that there are people that watch it, but there are people that skip, but we don't lose them. They just skip and they continue watching. It was like 60% of people are still watching at the time the ad starts, and then there's a giant cavern, and then when end is over, it'd be like 60% or 59%. So that was the change. I put it in the middle. People that don't skip ads will see it. People that enjoy the funny way we do ads will enjoy that. And then I think Zach is doing like every now and then like a little like really dumb, and then post still when he has stuff he wants. But it was more, as soon as we got to employee of the week, boom, just dropped. Just went like no one gives a fuck about that. So we cut that out. We cut out the my name is Jimmy, his name is Jay, welcome to Weekly Dumb, and the intro, because people just like clicked off there. So, it's funny because people are like, cater to the algorithm. It's like, well, the algorithm caters to what the human response is. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, if it was a movie theater, you're like, what movies do they keep around in theaters? We should try to make movies that they keep around in theaters. And like, okay, well, they keep around this and this and this. And it's like, well, why? It's like, well, because people still are coming to see it. Mm-hmm. So it's still based off human reactions.
Yeah.
The algorithm isn't
making things up,
creating its own thing. Some shit they do.
Okay.
Like you can only get subscribers really from shorts now.
Sure. That's
YouTube trying to promote their new tool. Mm-hmm. And we do have to play their game a little bit, but that's unnecessary. Like that's what that is them. But as far as like, is YouTube going to push this video, this Weekly Dumb video, or this breakdown? It's based on the human response.
Speaking of them pushing stuff, do you have any thoughts on them making shorts up to 3 minutes? Now, I have yet to see... Okay, save that. I've yet to see any of the shorts actually reflect that. If you post between 1 minute and 3 minutes, it just lands on your feed, but it terrifies you.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Why?
Well, right now, that's what the breakdowns... some are 2 minutes and something. Some are longer than that, but I've been trying to get them shorter. And then if they're like under a minute, I just make them a short. But you can't monetize shorts nearly as much as you can monetize a full video. So now it's like I gotta make sure every video is over 3 minutes, so it's not put on the shorts feed, but put on the big feed. And then does that kill shorts? Because like TikTok started promoting longer ones than shorter ones, again, because they wanted to compete with YouTube. And now, so that's where the algorithm will, like, in different structures, they will promote what they want to promote. What they really want is watch time. Like, even Warehouse Games has changed. That's the cooler, I think, analytics talk. I'm scared of the 3 minutes because I don't know how it's going to affect the breakdowns, which is like the biggest thing we do. But the good thing is the breakdowns get tons of views on all of our all the other platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So, and we sell on all of them. So it's not just YouTube views. And the YouTube views have been diversified because these other platforms are taking over, which is why YouTube is trying to copy what they're doing. But for long form, we just, like, people remember Warehouse Games had the player of the game interview and some like post game interviews at the end of games. And then after winning inning league roulette, which I would guess is 2 years ago now, we like looked at the data and it was like YouTube is promoting videos that have a higher completion rate for that video. Like people watched 70% of this video and they would say, that's awesome. Let's like throw that into the algorithm. And we even talked to Courage a little bit about this because he like works with YouTube a lot. Now they don't really care about that. So Courage was like, yeah, it used to be hard outs. It used to be like, thanks for watching. Bye. And just like get them before they realize the video's ending. But now what YouTube is promoting more is just total watch time. So average minutes watched is a big metric for Warehouse Games channel. It's not a big metric for Talkin Baseball channel. Every channel is different in what the algorithm is promoting because it's how the users interact. A podcast doesn't have long for that because people come and go. The Warehouse and JJTV kind of crush. People stick around. So they're saying, well, the longer you go, we know people will stay. So we're going to promote that. So all this to say, Blitzball Battle 5 will have player of the game interviews back at the end. We're even putting in the some of the press conferences back at the end, some behind the scenes footage from like cameras on the floor in the end, which I'm really excited about because sure, if you're brand new and it's like we're getting a new audience, hopefully the first 10-20 minutes are edited great and sticky and you like love our world and you check it out. The people that love the Warehouse Games, they're going to get everything they want at the end. They're going to get all that extra juicy, fun, dumb shit that we didn't put before. So I'm really excited about that we don't have to do the hard outs anymore.
Yeah. No,
but again, that's not necessarily across all channels. Mm-mm. It's just, but that one does allow for it, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it. If YouTube's going to promote an hour video to somebody, but your hour video only gets 16 minutes of average watch time, YouTube doesn't want to promote that to the people that are invested into watching a full hour because they could go promote somebody else that gets 50 minutes of average watch time and have that person just stick around longer. Let's pivot brain topics here. I am Drew asked a breakdown question. One of me and my wife's favorite things with breakdowns is the random fans you find. How do you find all those fans? Are you actively looking in the background or is it just something that's always caught your eye?
Well, when I watch games, I do look at the fans. If you like watch the live streams with us in live time, we're always looking at the fans and laughing. How Harry Cleveland was a theme. Watching guys behind home plate to see what they're doing. So naturally, I do like intake that. And then for the breakdowns, yeah, I usually zoom in. Like I turn it into either quadrants or what would six quadrants be? Is there a word for that?
Sextuple.
I'm going to Google it. Quadrant, but six name. If there are 6 pieces, they can be called sextants.
Of course they are.
And 8 pieces, they can be called octants. Okay, so I turn it into octants or sextants and then just play it. A lot of times, it'll be the same shot, like 5 different times in a row because it'll be like a 2-second shot of all these crowds, and then I'll zoom in and then just copy and paste and then zoom a different place.
Yeah, makes sense. Mm-hmm. Ari asked, just wondering, how am I seeing podcast clips of Overtime Megan in your studio? Do you lease that or is that just happenstance?
Those are our guys' makeshift project, Brian and Zach. They go check out what they're doing, and they use our studios. We just friendly.
Yeah, we're friends.
They did. Who else did they do? The guy
Joe Gatto.
Yeah, from Practical Jokers, right here.
Yeah,
I'm sitting where she was sitting.
And he.
Yeah.
Sour pancakes.
Sour pancakes. I don't think I'm interested in that.
Okay.
I like them sweet.
You mentioned
like sourdough pancakes. Oh, I love sourdough. I don't know if I'd be into that.
No, it's definitely strictly like sour, as in Sour Patch Kids. You mentioned being glad that you could focus live streams on your employees with teams still in it. I think I counted 7 different teams with representation. Is there any team you would like to have represented more?
No, it's not how we think about adding people. I mean, I just kind of said that with Jolly, but he had his own thing that was, you got to do stuff. You gotta be a creator. Like in-house Dodgers person would be like, diehard fan would be good, but
it's not any diehard fan. It's somebody that like Jolly, like they have their own channel.
Have their own channel doing what they're doing. Have something they're doing that's separate from just Dodgers content. You know, like I have the breakdowns. Jake has Wake and Jake. We have Talkin Baseball. Shelfie has the gaming stuff and his own channel. He's part of Warehouse Games. We Get Ice has their own channel, secondary channel. They're part of Warehouse Games.
Yeah.
It would be like the fact that Shelfie was a Phillies fan was cool and it was a benefit, but it was not in the top. It wasn't a reason why we thought it was a good fit at all. It just if he was any fan.
Yeah. For sure. MJ, have you ever taken down old videos? There's a specific IPL video where Rinku went for 5.6s that Jimmy commented on, and I can't find it. It was up for 12 months. Does IPL strike that late?
Yep. Yeah. All the IPL videos I did are down because we talked about it on here at the time.
Yeah, we did.
We had 2 copyright strikes on the channel.
Yep.
So we talked all about it. One was the IPL and one was some TV station in Korea. So yeah. They I think what they do is they all hire like third parties, and I think the IPL did a sweep before the season last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave us a copyright strike for one. I think it might have even been that Rinku one.
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we took all the rest down because I used his name.
Yeah, that's actually funny. This specific video you're referencing, we didn't take it down. It was stricken down by them. And then we took all the other ones down immediately.
Yeah. It's probably available on Instagram or Facebook or maybe where they didn't take it down. I wonder if it's on Twitter still, although they take stuff down there too. So, no, yeah, not. Would I be able to find it still on ours?
Yes. No.
Because it's like deleted.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Here it is. Rank you, it's 5 straight.
I think they released the strike then. Because when it's stricken, it's...
No, it's removed.
Oh, okay.
Only you can see this on the back end.
Oh, good.
Had 1 million views. That's cool. Had 1 million views. Damn. Yeah, IPL, we reached out to them to try and talk, and they had they didn't even respond to us. Yeah. Whereas ICC and Big Bash League, have worked with us.
Yep. 2 fun questions to finish out this section. Shuts, do you have strong feelings one way or the other about beans and chili?
I put beans in my chili. When it's not, oh, you know what? Hey, what's that guy's name?
Last guy, MJ?
Yeah. If you search the title, Rinku hits 5 straight 6s to win it for KKR. Other YouTube channels have posted it. This one, lights are off. This one's got 25 views, no comments. That's funny.
Yeah.
So it's up there. Learning by Doing posted it. Does this have audio and everything? What if they overdubbed me? Would that be cool?
A different language?
Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't.
No audio?
Unless.
Don't worry. All you need to know. That's a home run.
There. Yeah.
Which would show.
Good video.
It. You went inside.
So it's up there. You can watch it. Learning by Doing is going to get you the views. What else does he post? Nothing. PowerPoints. I like that it exists still.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't get in trouble for that guy posting.
No, I don't think so. Seems like you don't have strong feelings, but you do put them in. And here's one from Bubak.
What strong feelings about what?
Beans.
I do have strong feelings.
Oh, you just said, I put beans in.
I do put beans in it. Well, because the other people have stronger feelings. Where's the chili without beans? Like Texas or the South? It just tastes like, it's just like dog food. It's like a can of like they're gonna get so upset with me, but people have different opinions and tastes, and I appreciate that you like it. If you don't like beans and chili, I think it's Texas chili.
Okay.
No beans, Texas style chili.
Yee.
It's just meat.
All right, Bubak, to wrap us up here.
Bubak.
Does Jim or Jake still have my resume? Just curious. Wasn't sure if they needed or if I needed to send an updated version. Miss my short kings.
I miss Bubak too. We had Jarv come in and he saw the Bubak's home plate that's hanging up in our thing.
Mm-hmm.
I probably still have your resume. If I type Bubak, how's the family doing, Bubak? I haven't heard from you in a long time. I don't know where. I mean, I got a lot of emails from him, so probably have it. New JJR theme, preseason hype voicemail, ranking sounds, voicemails. Damn, good stuff. All right, Nick. I am getting. I miss you.
It's funny.
Oh, remember the new JJR theme he wrote?
Let me hear it.
Let's see if this will play.
Jomboy Jake Radio, the only show you'll ever need. BBD, snacks and tea, Wednesday afternoon. Jomboy Jake Radio, 2 hours of your life, drafting things with these short things. You'll never have to strive. I might sound a little crazy, but it's the best breaking time of your life. And everybody knows Jomboy is not just for show, and Jack is the best.
I miss Jomboy Jake Radio. I don't know how we could get it back. I don't know if Jake's interested. Because my idea was for Weekly Dumb that we like do the topics that Zach can turn into, but we record like 45 minutes and Zach takes the best topics and makes it into Weekly Dumb, but then JJR Radio can land on JJTV. I don't, the reason why we stopped is we had no control over our schedule and our lives. But I didn't like drafting every episode because then it became like, I got to fucking study for this. I liked it when it was, let's sit down, no prep. Let's talk about our lives. Jake and I bantered, the two of us. And then, no, like having to like prep.
Yeah.
And then be like, I didn't like how it became so dependent on the drafts and all that. And I just liked it when it was just Jake and I bantering like friends. If we could do that again, I don't know how we would, but because we're kind of busy. Although, yeah, I'm excited to see my schedule in the off season. Because remember last off season, I was coming in at like 5 a.m.
We were racing. Was that that wasn't last off season? It was 2.
But I would come in so early, and because like from 5 a.m. to 10 was my maker time. Like that was my editing time. And then from 10 to 5 was all meetings and podcasts. And we've changed my schedule so much because I broke that I don't have so many meetings and podcasts. I'm interested to see if I can do everything without having to have that long of days, which I should. And then interested to see if that allows me, if I get ahead of a week, if it allows me time to do, Substack watch-ins and silly stuff.
Laughs from the past.
Laughs from the Past ran for 10 seasons. It is interesting because we've grown so much now. Like if we like JJ Radio was getting 10,000 downloads an episode. That's a pretty good number. Yeah. If we kept that up and we continued to grow, would that be at 20, 30? Because then that's a huge number for an hour-long show that involves no prep. Yeah. So it's unfortunate that one. Laughs from the Past, that ran its course. I would have loved for that to get big, but and I don't even think now it would get big.
I don't think so.
And like I still like enjoy doing guts and stuff, and it's like, okay, well, there's an easiness of Jomboy Radio, but there's also an easiness of guts.
Yeah,
and there's a bigger like people can watch that who don't know us. Where JJ Radio, it's just depth content, but it is fun.
In our final 3 minutes here, can you do something for me? I prepped 5 more backyard baseball players.
You know, we played backyard baseball.
I know. I'm excited. Hopefully this didn't spoil.
It was like an hour-long game.
How many innings? 9?
We went extras. No, I think it was supposed to be 5-inning game. We went extras.
Okay. Well, you might be more familiar with these people, but I laughed a good deal last time you did this. So if you scroll slowly down this sheet.
When we did this last time, I thought like there were only 5 players.
Oh,
and then we played it.
Yeah.
I don't know when that's coming out on Jomboy Jake TV.
I'll tell you.
Me, Jake, and Joe's played it. And I was like, whoa, there's like 20 people?
It's coming out on 11/11.
Make-A-Wish. Something corporate. Okay. Tony Del Vecchio. Tony's got a lot of things going for him, the biggest of which is his arm. It's a cannon. He's a great choice for playing in the outfield. Smoking a cigarette?
I think that's a lollipop given by the cheek bulge.
It's probably a dip. Doubling up the tobacco. I'm doing this blind.
Yeah.
Like I can't see the next guy.
Correct.
3.
Okay. That's just like a solid start.
Next up, we have Stephanie Morgan. Stephanie loves playing shortstop, and that's where she should go. Put her in the outfield, and she'll daydream all day, guaranteed. I relate to that. Her birthday's August 15th, and her nickname's Bubbles. I mean, it's 1 or 2. I don't know who else I'm going to get. I'll go 2. She seems like a stud.
Okay.
I like that she's got an active mind. Marky Dubois. Nickname Cootie. Oh, I hate this kid. I played his audio, and I was just like, nah. I think he was on our team. The only time Marky wears shoes is to school and church. He really doesn't like them, or socks either. Like a little Jack Doyle there. I don't like shoes or socks either outside. He needs more running power.
Yeah, pretty slow.
I mean, running is a big part of the game, I found out.
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
I need a 1 still.
Yeah.
Luann Lou, nickname Lulu, January birthday, youngest ball player in the neighborhood, but she's probably one of the fastest. She says her teddy is her lucky charm. She's 5.
You have experience with her? Or?
No.
Yeah.
But it's a bad haircut.
Yeah, terrible.
Smile goes up to her eyes. So I'm not into that. She's like a great bench player. You know, win it for Lulu.
Sure.
Cheer for Judge. Oh, I'll take Mikey Thomas 1. You need pop.
Okay.
You need pop. So he's got pop. Mikey had a cold every day for as long as he can remember. Despite that, this kid can throw the ball and far. Well, running though is another story. Yeah, I mean, you need slug.
Sure.
I got 2 other batters that are 3-3. And this kid is an intimidator too. He's probably Lulu's older brother, and that's going to help him out because he'll protect her a little bit. So
Great.
he's my 1.
Lovely. Let's go play on Slapball. That's the next
Bye-bye. See you guys. Goodbye. Subscribe. Enjoy your day. And we'll see you after this tune. Bye, 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 bye.